Alright, everybody. I said I'd make another little video here, and I will. I'm going to be driving, so you're probably not going to see my face look at the camera too much. But I'm just trying to get home because it's already 8:30. It is an hour in the gym, not 45 minutes like I thought. So I'm a little bit more less worn out now after taking a few minutes breaks there and doing that hydro massage bed. It feels real good. So the question is, how'd you not realize yourself was getting as large as what you was getting? And the simple answer is just because I wasn't paying attention to myself. The more complicated answer would be because you make excuses for everything that happens. So let's get this. I wore probably the same clothing from 10th grade till I was a senior in high school and about halfway through my college. Maybe got a little bigger, but not much where I had to change a bunch of clothes. So, I still wore the same clothing I wore since then. I was even wearing, I think, my Letterman jacket still as a senior, so I didn't really gain that much weight. But then, I get to college, I'm not doing as much. I'm working, I'm going to school. I'm working and going to school. And doing everything I can not to do more than that. So when I did go to work, I did not want to work because who wants a 17, 18-year-old kid, because I was 17 when I started college, to start working? I mean, I don't want to work. I hated being there. I went to school. I wanted to come home and relax. That's what I was used to. That's all every high school's used to. I didn't want to do it. So I do the least I can. And then when I had days off from work, I would do even less than that. I'd come home and I'd sit my ass down on the couch after college, get ready to party that night, or get ready to eat and go to bed. And when I was eating, I would eat crazy things. I'd sometimes make dinner. I know one of my favorite things to make was chicken with a side of Alfredo and garlic bread and stuff like that. Love making that all the time in college. If I didn't feel like eating, fucking Hardee's was right up the road, and I'd give me their big grilled sourdough burger and all this kind of stuff, fries and a milkshake. Man, if I didn't want that, there's Papa John's, and I'd love Papa John's pizza. I can make Papa John's pizza with some Parmesan garlic breadsticks and eat the crap out of those things, and that would be me. I would go to school and have lunch, and they had a Pizza Hut in school, so I'd have damn Pizza Hut. Or we'd go across the street to the Chinese buffet, or we'd go down to McDonald's. That was my life for a year. And then I realized my clothes started fitting. Now, the excuse I used, and it should never be an excuse, is that I shrunk all my clothes because I've never done laundry before. My mom, love her to death, did all my laundry up until I moved out. She always said, I'll do it because I'm going to put your clothes in here with everybody else's clothes, and that way we're not using so much water. That was always her thinking, and I applaud her for not using so much water, but I never knew really how to do laundry, so I just threw stuff in there and dried it. I don't know how all that worked. Well, anyway, that's what I always thought. Oh, man, this is getting this way, that's getting that way. Didn't think of nothing of it. Just kept making the excuse. And that kept on. I got out of college. I got my job. Where I work 10 to 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6, and sometimes 7. I was up making military parts for military vehicles. Standing up, lifting big old heavy pieces of armor around. I'm loving it. Until I got to a point to where I got the job where I didn't want to do anything and try to do the least. And then I wake up in the morning, and instead of having a decent breakfast, Speedway was close. I go to Speedway, excuse me. I give me a bag of those air pop cheddar popcorns. I get a let's see here, either one of their sandwiches, like their quick grab sandwiches they have, or I get a slice of their breakfast pizza with one of those big old Jolt energy drinks, and probably a Little Debbie Hostess somehow, or I don't know, who knows what, maybe 2 fudge rounds or something like that. And then on the way home, I'll take it back. At lunch, I go to McDonald's because it was down the street. It cost $4. Me and the guy I worked with, Brett, there, we go there. was the thing called the Andrew meal, because I can make a whole meal for about $4 there at the time, because that's when everything was cheap. You get 2 double cheeseburgers, a medium fry, and a large sweet tea for $4.20. It was a great price. We loved it, and that's what we did like every single day. And then the way home, I sometimes get hungry. This is about 3:30. It's an hour drive home, so it's an hour drive to work at the time. And I get most of the way home, and there'd be McDonald's on the way. I might stop to get another thing at McDonald's. Or maybe I wanted a milkshake. Well, there's UDF right next to McDonald's, so I go get me a nice big old chocolate peanut butter milkshake, and I get the largest size they had. And all this time, I'm getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And all the excuses were, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. And I wasn't taking the clues to where my pants were ripping more. I couldn't get up in my buddy's big truck anymore. I was like, man, I just thought, man, I'm just getting old. No, I'm not getting old. I'm getting fat. It's not old, it's fat. It's funny that you think you're getting old because that's the excuse you make because you're getting older. I was like, my gosh, I've been working for the same company now for 8 years, so I'm 31. That puts me at a, geez, yeah. So that was like my early 20s. I was thinking that, I'm just getting older, I'm getting slower. No, Andrew, you're getting fatter. You're just being really, really, you're just really in denial about everything you're doing. And I just kept doing it and doing the same thing over and over and over again. When I get home from work, because I was gone, I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, get there at 4, and then I'd come home and I want to go to bed because I had to get up so early in the morning. Well, I made an excuse. Everything was an excuse. Oh, I'm not that bad. Oh, I'm not that bad. Oh, I'm not like them. Oh, I'm not like those people. I'm exactly like everybody else out there. I just in so much denial that I don't think I'm like anybody else out there. I'm pretty much exactly like every other fat person you've seen. We all have the same issue. We all eat too much. We all make excuses. And none of us try to lose any weight. So now I'm trying to change that. And just say, no, if you guys feel that way, I mean, really search yourself if you think that you're okay. Really think about what you've been doing. It takes 5 minutes to go through and start thinking, oh, I only eat this every once in a while, but add those every once in a whiles up and see how much you're actually eating. I did. And I mean, terrible. So, most of the week, like I said, I eat pretty good. Yesterday is kind of bad because we didn't make enough food for the week. We thought 2 pounds of burgers with a couple cups of rice was going to be enough to last for the week. No, it's not. With 2 people, it's not. The little Mexican rice thing we made didn't work out like I wanted it to. So we had enough for 3 days, not for 4, and not for 5. So don't really have anything in there to make today. We're going to go probably hit Subway. If you have to eat fast food, I would suggest Subway as a quicker, better option than McDonald's. But don't make a great big deal out of it and get it all the time because it's still not that good for you. Everyone's like, oh, Jared lost this much weight. Jared lost this much weight by eating a bland-ass turkey sandwich with mustard or ham or mustard. Who knows? You couldn't have anything good on it and loaded with veggies. And, you know, if you like that, good for you. I like flavor. I like steak. I like cheese. And I didn't walk 3 miles to get my damn sandwich like he did. A lot of things are telling you. It's a healthier option than McDonald's. It's a healthier option than Wendy's. It's a healthier option than Burger King. It's not the most healthy option, but if that's what you got, and I understand because we all live in those rural places where you got those few little restaurants there and there to go get. If you don't make your lunch, I would suggest doing that. Don't do it every week. Definitely don't do it every day. You know, and have some. It's a sandwich. So, I know I went a little rant there, but I know how it is. So, with that, that's how it works. Like I said, you know, you just make excuses and all of a sudden you just let it all go. So, I'm going to end it there because I'm going to keep on rambling like I do. I have the worst ability to make I can't even talk anymore. Incoherent thoughts. So I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna share. I'm tired. I want to eat. Eggs and sausage are calling me in the morning. Mm-mm. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.